Join us on the Shark Stream.
And join us on Shark Stream.
Join us on the Shark Stream.
Join me on the Shark Stream.
Join us on the Shark Stream tonight.
Joey hit the lights, Bobby grabbed the mic, chicken calling at you from the other side. Shark 3, going live. We're about to enter water, only sharks survive. In 3, 2, 1.
Definitely not the IT guy.
All right, welcome back to the Shark Stream. For those who tuned in earlier, we had seen RJ and Andy play. Ended up winning that one 9-6. We're back with Rob Piersa, top 5 list match tonight, number 4. Shawn Dickson, number 5. Looks like Shawn won the lag. Getting started right now, so that was the first break of the match. 4-ball. I'm joined in the booth by Will.
Yep, Will Ailey here. You guys all know me out there. I think this is going to be a good match.
Oh, it should be fantastic.
So you have Rob Piersa, that's methodical laser machine, and you have Shawn Dickson, who is excellent shooter, shoots at a really fast pace and has kind of lasers for eyes too. He shoots really well. So it's really going to come down to who makes mistakes when and see what happens.
How costly they can be, for sure.
He is wide and loose with the cue, and Rob is not. He can be, but he knows what he's doing with the cue ball every time.
Just have that precision. I've seen him on a couple of off nights. Sure, he's generally pretty on the spot. Encourage everyone that's already tuned. Like and share. I'm going to do stuff right now.
This looks like I don't see any reason for him not to have a break and run here. So right away he's firing out of the gate. And there's that cue ball, nice and loose, but he's beautiful position time to get out. Rob concedes it for him.
Yeah, Rob, give it to him.
Break and run to start.
Be a long match tonight.
This week. Need a 10. They're in the car. Yeah,
Hey, Daddy, it's Brian and Will. We're in the booth tonight. Will's conducting a financial transaction.
I have my side hustle.
Absolutely.
You just keep your mouth shut over there. There's no cameras in the booth. All right?
Camera right there.
Not on me.
Not on him anyway. Not until we say so.
My wife might be listening, so shh.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Big business.
Finally Rob gets to the table, and what does he get? He has basically a safety. There's no clear shot to get started. Pretty much impossible to jump this. Cue ball's in the middle of the table. So he'll be kicking at this.
Seem likely. Question is he going to call the 9 and the
Usually not. It's low percentage.
It's not Brian Merrick showing up at the table here.
So he is trying to jump it. I'm going to be curious to see how he attacks. He's going to have to. Yeah,
I got to keep one foot on the table there, boss.
That's really hard because see, this is a very awkward cue.
Made it. They made this shot. Made it over the 7, I think.
Doesn't leave anything easy here, especially on this table. So Sean's got to make.
Yeah, you can play a little bit loose because generally speaking, if you're not giving up a heck of a lot. Popped up a little. Did a lot.
He shoots very fast, so that's his. That's the difference. Here comes the robot coming up to the, and boom, nice methodical shot. Out just enough to see the ball. Was holding them up in this.
All the hypocrite.
He left himself a little bit long here. All right, I got that.
I do that all the time. I'm getting better, but I still do it.
I do not because I'm old and hardly ever play with this.
Flax. When you broadcast with them, you get the hang. And the weirdest part is that these balls are only in use on table 4 and 8. Everywhere else they're standing. So you got to go back to think. The 4 balls purple now. Yeah, I
still stick to my original statement.
Mm-hmm.
Bob is out of the rack. So,
sure looks like he's in great shape. I wonder if he's done it here. If he's gonna pull it back.
That's typically what.
Got the stroke. Go for it.
So I've known Rob 2 decades now. So, and Shawn I've known for a number of years. I know both these. Well, I kind of not the first time I've seen them.
Oh, for sure. I'm sure.
And I'm sure you have too, because you said you've known. I'm sure you've seen these guys.
At some point, I definitely have not in the booth. That's out in the actual.
I seen Rob one time, younger, getting staked for $2,000. He just had no emotions.
Really?
10 grand in the middle. He's a young kid, maybe barely 20, right? He's got a crowd of 150 people around him. Not an emotion in the world. He just drilling balls into the pocket.
Hey, if you can play that Iceman style pool, I mean, I've known a few like that, but then there's different strokes for different. The ones that can just keep their cool, their head in the game when things aren't going. Those are the ones that end up.
There were a bunch of people around from New York, all kinds of people chirping in the background.
Oh, for sure.
Nothing phased him.
Tune them right out. The only one that can usually send me off my game isn't my own. It's thoughts in my own head. So that's the thing that I never got bothered by shark me or talking the back. Or even the stakes and that kind of stuff. But man, started spiraling in my head, boy. Wow. Oh, just a hair shot.
It didn't look good when he shot it.
It looked very soft, but I've seen weirder things on this table.
So there's a tournament in Rhode Island that you're encouraged to shark.
Really?
Yeah. So it's a shark tournament, and they even give you props and stuff like that when you go in there. There's a few ground rules. You can't talk about someone's mama. Right.
Okay, yeah. There's playground rules there.
There's a few playground rules in effect, but basically you can do whatever you want.
That's
it is one of the more fun tournaments I've gone to.
See, there's a special edition tournament for sure. You just reminded me something that happened when I first started coming down. Originally, Bobby had Jeanette Lee in for an exhibition. Boosters.
Yep, right behind this wall.
Right. So she came down and did an exhibition. I forgot. Do an exhibition match. Story about sharking deliberately comes to mind because I got on the 9 ball, ready to win against her. She comes crawling around the table on the corner of the table, leans way over the table.
Yeah.
You're not really going to make this shot and beat me, are you? And, if you know who Jeanette Lee is, if you don't, Google her. Worth a look. If not, if you do, then you know exactly what I was staring at as I was trying to make the 9-ball. But I guess I managed to triumph that day and get lucky. So I'm one of the very few people out actually beat. There you go. You know, Will showed me a picture of him and Jeanette. I have mine, but mine's actually in physical digital camera.
That was a beautiful kick save by Rob right there.
Very nice,
That,
yeah.
that was
Kick and stick.
great. Very hard too.
He was a good sport.
She's a beautiful human being.
Oh, for sure. Great. She was so much fun to talk to.
Yeah, you know, she spent some time with me on the photo too. Talked to me for quite a while. I mean, she's a great human.
But she has probably one of the most epic sharks I've ever. In terms of power to distract. 1-1. I wish it.
Yeah,
Shawn won the first one. Rob won number. Shawn broke and ran. Or
Shawn broke and ran. Second round.
Third, I believe. That's right.
I don't remember Rob breaking. I think this is still the second round. I will go check.
Yeah, let's take a look at 1-1 or 1. I think it's 1. Because Rob wins 9-7.
You are correct. It's
Right?
It's 1-1, and they're saying nice to hear new voices, but we got to pay attention to what we're doing.
I caught it. I just was a little warbly. Sometimes the tabling can trouble with it. 7 perhaps.
I think it goes by. It's tight. This table, that's a challenge, and he does what Rob does and plays the other side.
Boy, I'd say he's got a half a pocket in these.
I don't like where he left himself here, so.
All of it.
Yeah. What do I know? Why I'm not a 700 player.
That's why 700 Fargo, number 4 on the list here for sure. Every bit of that.
How many people we got out there right now? For listening to.
Free on Facebook, on YouTube.
Well, for this type of match, that should be better. Let's get this paired up.
That shot, Rob. Extreme.
Joey hit the lights, Bobby grabbed the mic, chicken calling at you from the other side. Shock 3, going live. We're about to enter water, only sharks survive. In 3, 2, 1.
Participating in his own stream here.
Shawn has a little bit of ADD in him, but that's okay.
Well, you ever watch Lucas on his phone when he's in the middle of something important? He just, he's just right there. But maybe it's a little bit of ADD, a little bit of.
I think these phones are like a cancer. That's what these phones are. They so attached to our brains. If we're problem.
Get off my damn. I totally agree. I carry around my phone, but it's just their stuff. Right, I have had that I actually interested in doing something.
So if you guys watch this, like just the way they hit that ball is right side of the pocket. This one's tough. I think he's out of position here, right? I think
Well, you got to go around or over that 9-ball to get.
that was just unlucky. But I'd say he's probably 70% chance of making this. It rattled out.
Caught the point, but and these are 4. What did Bobby call it? 4 1/16 inch pockets.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much the same as mine at home. They're tight.
Yeah, yeah. You're about right. That's a 4 1/8 at the very anything. No, not 4 16. Yeah, you're right. Those are tight. I guess if you, I mean, for a practice table, it's like shooting at a, it's well, fish in a barrel, but when you get used to that kind of thing, a pocket that's 4.5 inches wide, nines a room.
So I'll tell you what the problem is for me. When I go to a regular normal size pocket table and I watch someone slap it into the corner pocket, I get frustrated,
Yeah,
right? Because they really didn't make it.
they didn't earn it.
Yeah, they didn't earn that. Right? So that's kind of the frustrating. And it's not like they're trying to cheat the pocket to get position. They missed.
They missed, but
they missed, but
they
it goes
missed
in.
close enough.
They missed close enough. It's like a participation award.
Yeah,
Right? So, yeah.
fair point.
So it can actually, like you said, the stuff starts talking inside your head because you're like,
Never should have gotten credit for that. Yeah, I get it. I know they do sell practice dartboards too. I play darts poorly, as well as I play pool poorly. But they do sell dartboards that have the double and triple ring, 1/3 smaller than the standard tournament or just general room, and trying to get focused on subsections of triple ring. I'm told they work. That hasn't helped me.
for me, all these sports, like what Rob just did right there, was just purely good mechanics. Right? He got very unlucky with the 9 ball coming in front of it there, but
I think he's got that. He's
it's
got a part of it.
it's ugly. It's ugly. Swerve it just a hair, but that's
See what he jacks up, or if he's I say real first. He got a couple off.
mass saying.
Grabbing time.
So
The trick is that he left the cue ball.
trick with the masse is actually not to look at the object ball, is to look at the 9 ball. You want your arc to break where the 9 ball is. That's where the trick is. Go by the 9 ball, but break at the.
Yeah, you're actually, when you're hitting masse, you're actually trying to aim at a tangent.
Yep.
Andy Gow's joining us. Hey, Andy. It's Brian and Will in the booth.
I just made one of those tonight in Masters.
Is that?
Yeah.
This is a very satisfying feeling when it takes a hell of a lot of practice, and not a lot of pool room owners are very happy to see you practicing.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I think this is where just a little bit of sloppiness on Shawn's part's what's getting him. A little bit careless, and you can't do that against Rob. He's going to penalize you for every mistake.
Marvelous.
He's very consistent. I rarely see him like that far off. He might, give you a rack here or there, but I don't see him really struggling in a night very often. Very rare with that. Really lost control of the cue ball because he put draw on it, and that's unusual.
When 6 went in.
Oh, he smashed it. Don't get me wrong. I normally
He did. I agree, though. Usually he tried to leave that cue ball something. Came soaring towards the pocket.
I did a Mike DeShane at my house last night. I broke, and it popped up and it hit the light.
The actual fixture.
Yeah, went up that high. So we went about 3.5, 4 feet off the table and came straight back down after it hit the
That
light.
is impressive. I actually have seen a light breakage hit the head ball. You popped up, and in case there was a couple of chandelier style bulbs. And sure enough, just glass raining down.
Mine was close. It rattled. It went around the inside of the glass and came straight back
Ooh, you
down.
got
I got
lucky then,
yeah,
yes.
I did get lucky. And for all of you that don't know, Mike DeShane is famous for that. And if you're trying to squat the cue ball on the table, you kind of play that shot a little bit. I just got a little bit too overzealous and
Yeah, a little bit.
Which, if anybody has seen me break before, that's definitely a possibility.
One of the reasons to this day, I used to play with a fella named John Yale. Back in my time.
Beautiful kick.
And he had a snap like that. He'd tend to, every once in a while, he'd hit down on that cue ball. And sure enough, by the time it got to the head ball, it was in the air. And sure enough, it would go any which way. To this day, whenever I break and I see other people similar experience, I always lay my cue on the table right in front of the rack. I am damn near behind the breaker. Because if you took your cue away and you were still standing at the end of the table, John would just go ahead and fire. And the problem with that is if you're standing behind the rack, you're damn near. He split the hair on my head once when he did a quick snap and popped it up in the air. I don't mess around. I never stand behind someone's breaking. John taught me that.
So if Shawn gets the first shot here, I think he's got a pretty good.
Great spread. I mean, Rob earned it.
I like the one on the side. He's going down the corner. He's gonna have to draw. And yeah, that's a harder shot.
Try to play any kind of speed in these pockets. And not absolutely on it. You have this tendency to not just miss, but.
So Shawn's table is the same thing.
He's got the short
he's got
pockets.
Yeah, he's got a diamond, so it's got a deeper shelf than what you have here, and he's got the same size pockets. So he's used to playing on it. But he plays, like I said, fast and loose.
Let's just say when you put that kind of English on a ball, playing a lot, trajectory is coming off the cue. He missed it. Solid 2.
He sees this. He looks like a reward. That's not good at all.
In comes the machine. Now the 4th. Aramith. Never mind. We love you, Aramith, the sponsor.
I feel like he's done it a couple of times here. It doesn't look like he's striking the ball. It looks like he's pushing it. And that's a little funny to me. Like the tip is staying on the ball a little bit too long. Watch that a few times on him. Similar type of shot. Decelerates his stroke a little. And fire it, but he drew it. Well, I dare to say Rob is out. This is almost a Cosmo form. Duck. Duck. Comes goose. Draw back. Perfect position.
Straight for my taste.
He has enough to put follow on this and go down. It looks like he's going to just draw it again. He did this before. Side pocket's going to come into play here.
with live action. On at the table breaking. 1-7.
Definitely got an opportunity here. So he started off tonight with a break and run. Rolling. Ball. I bet that's close. Maybe he might have it.
Gotta go up. Kevin Malley said, wow, what a shot. Let's take a look at that again.
I think he jumped it.
I think he went up in the air.
Yeah, that's a
Very nice. And just sat right
with
there.
a break cue.
Yeah.
Break cue.
Wow.
Shawn, gotta get out, brother. Make a beautiful shot like that, you gotta get out.
Jumping full queue. I mean, I hate saying back in my day, we used to make jump shots. I had an old Kermit D, maybe, and it could jump a ball. Just wasn't nearly as proficient. That was the break with a 21-ounce cue, and that was equipment wise compares to the
Yeah, I bought a cue down at the expo. That's not, or it's not. People would consider top end, but it's jumping jacks cue. Effortless.
Oh wow, yeah. See, that's that. I have the same feelings about changing it. You can drive to 380 yards and kind of screwing up all the courses. Right? Can't really change the earth that much. The game harder. You know? Like Rob gave that one. Session.
Speaking of my equipment, I'm gonna go get it.
Fair. Speaking of, hadn't just heard that. Bill's actually. I don't know. We got cameras out. Cameras out. This place. Better safe than sorry. Tie game 3-3. Rob and Shawn. Shawn getting ready to break. Got one in right away. 7 ball. Oh no! Wow, kind of an odd double kiss there. He's got something. Yeah, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for ring the bell if you'd like to be notified. And next time we go,
Shawn's great. He'll have a good conversation.
I was always a talker. Sounds weird. Or if people having it, almost make sense if I get them off their match. Some people like fast and you take a quick.
I'm at war when I'm at the table.
Absolutely.
I hate you. I want nothing to do with you. I can't stand your existence. But give me 5 minutes after a match, I'm perfectly fine.
Oh, they got a memory of a goldfish like that, you know. He's like, all right, well, you know, the bygones be bygones. Off we jump to, you know,
That's the jump cue.
feel it. This is the one you're talking about. It's like,
Yeah,
that's
effortless. You just
Yeah,
have to
just-
drop.
just
You
drop
drop
it on
it.
and put it right- all right. That's a unique design, though.
Yeah, it's called diamond wood.
Yeah, nice. Sir.
was down at the expo and guy had it out there and he only had 2 of them.
Uh-huh.
I hit it once, launched it, hit it the second time, got closer. Oh, had by Rob.
Pocket of truth. Rob misses.
Got closer, third one, dialed it in, made it. I'm like, here's my credit card.
Yeah. Just heard the spot in my bag. All I needed to hear. My break, my jump, my cue. Hey, let's take a look at this. I think
You can go rail first. You can go bottom rail first on this. Well, it's a little
oh,
tough.
no, it's on the point.
It goes that way.
Good job.
Right, that's
Got a thing in the sand. Like you might need a little squish to get it over there, but got it. Oh, is he gonna snuggle up? Oh, see,
perfect.
He's
Frozen on it.
actually frozen, but it's in the right spot. He might need to push it. Like if you actually hit, he's going the other way.
Well, I don't think you can. Yeah.
He's playing safe. There's a shot that you could actually play the cue in this direction and would force the object ball to be shot, to move out to the side. It's what do they call that? It's
Throw.
Throw, yeah. So there was a possibility of throwing there.
Rob punishes him.
Rob's
Tight pocket bank.
dropped it right in like that.
Oh, you're gonna make me actually commentate like a real person instead of joking around?
Generally speaking, I'm here in the booth, and without somebody that you can sort of bounce thoughts of, I admit, single person broadcast can be. They're frozen stuck you can push through. Yeah, that was very common when depending on how far away the pocket is.
APA rules, yeah. The list, not really.
They don't let you throw frozen balls.
No.
That's a.
It's more tournament rules on the list. You have 3-foul rule. You don't have that in the APA.
Well, I understand, but throw is perfectly legal. It's not double hit. I'd be curious to investigate that. A lot has apparently changed. If it was truly frozen and your opponent said it's frozen, then there's the hell out of the ball.
Yeah, I don't typically care. I mean, as long as the person goes at a 45 or whatever and goes away from it. But for me, it's like it's never called correctly anyway, so I don't even bother. I'm not going to get mad about it because it's just never called right anyway. It's going to be a tough cut on the 2. I mean, I think it's cuttable, but
Comes a throwing ball. What about that? Basically, physics.
how does he hitting that good? Jeez.
Yeah, he is just.
This is the second one. He's cut like nice.
Just sliced it right in there. Trick with these combos.
For me, the trick with these combos is to put draw on the cue ball so it doesn't follow it close. Right? A lot of people.
See, I kissed it off the short rail there. That was a smart play. You can that 8. Yeah. Here I am. Exactly what
Yeah, he's a solid. Little stun follow there for perfect position. Just probably do the same thing here. Maybe roll a little bit forward to give himself an else.
Hey, he's gonna line it up straight again and go for that draw shot.
Yeah,
and it just punished him. Two.
It could punish him here. I don't like it. I don't like this angle. See, that was going towards it. I didn't like the angle. It's just not how I would have played that shot.
You know what? Working. Oh. Fairly aggressive, but I think I understand when you get this kind of leave, you're saying to yourself, I don't want to just leave it hanging and sell it out. I want it to fly around and maybe get a shot like this. A little too much gusto for my taste.
This is probably a shot I feel like I personally have to work on because you don't want to go for the shot. You really don't. I mean, he does. He pockets it. You know,
Like said that.
because that's what I do, but I don't, I'll do that like 30% of the time, right?
For sure. It's a low probability
It's a
shot.
low probability. I got to get better at safetying on that shot. It's a more high percentage. Now, I think I know why Shawn did that because he just did that one of the previous racks and ranked it in. Yeah.
Right.
So probably saying in his head, well, I can't leave my bank. He just drained it.
Just go big or go home, I suppose. We're tied up 4-4. Lexi Bank, you got it, Nick.
Yeah, Nick, these guys are good. You're going to see some really good shots out of them. Guys are not high on just high on the list for no reason.
Make a ball, it just was.
Look a little angry.
I think that's just Rob's face look. Very serious.
He always is at the table.
Balls, man. You could right equipment.
I've seen if you can reach it again, and that's
Tricky part, especially depending on your height. I'm 6'3", so I don't usually have a problem getting on.
so. Dominic, the answer to your question, I believe Lucas is who is 739,
Something in that range, yeah.
738, somewhere in that range right now. Basically, Lucas has gone pro. He is considered a pro player right now in my mind. That's all he does. So, um,
My definition. Plays in Fargo rated events quite by every definition.
I'm sorry, Lisa, I forgot, and I'm selling Ryan.
Oh, you're right. Ryan took him down about a week ago.
So, I'm sorry. So, Nick, I am a fool. I'm Dominic. I'm a fool. Ryan, I'm not giving him the credit for taking Lucas, the pro player, out, and Ryan is 683 or 689, somewhere in that range, right there.
Fargo rate. Lucas is 736. Ryan?
Yep, I believe he's like 683.9.
660.
669.
Ryan Collins.
669. Wasn't too far off. 680. For Mosconi, I know that's what his goal is, and that's what he's trying to do. The bottom line is he has to perform well in these events. Right now, they don't know him. They might be aware of who Lucas is, but he has to finish high in some major events against strong players for him to be considered. Get those points there. So yes, that's what he's trying to do. I think he has a long way to go still.
Top that night. I have to say, fish.
Everybody in Connecticut's rooting for him, though. I mean, I say that, and that's not at all. Oh, wow, that was a hell of a. Oh my god,
They got punished for that.
that is not right. That was a beautiful kick. Yeah.
Watch this kick. I mean, this is nicely done, perfectly executed. Ouch. You can't look at
He's like, are you kidding
I'm
me?
like,
Yeah, but everybody's rooting for Lucas. I mean, I wish nothing for the best from the kid. I really do.
another one for Rob. Breaks the tie. I believe it's 5-4. I don't think we've missed 5 to 4.
I think you're good.
I use that. I'm realizing how much I use that PTZ as a crush to take a peek to verify my own. I won one of the tournaments. I was like, oh wow, congratulations, so and so on the nice victory, and they start racking again. I said, I should be more careful. Oh, Teddy, you're absolutely right. Biggest pockets. They those pockets are super tight, except for when the white balls. They just open wide. Hello. Bobby?
Oh, good match so far, huh?
Oh, it's
Awesome.
nice and tight.
Yeah.
Sure. I'll let Joey Rack said I got the PTZ talking to the computer, but I can't figure out how to make it see it.
Oh, really?
It's
It's a simple fix.
It's some menu I don't know how to do.
Yeah.
Right.
I was thinking when he was talking to you just now, you were like the teacher from Snoopy. Womp, womp, womp.
You're talking Joe language, not Bobby language here.
I talk short stream on the screen. Brian, we should tell him to share. That's me. Great, simple, to the point.
It's important.
All right, cool. Should be a good one.
Yep. Hey, leave it open. I just felt cool coming
Yeah,
here.
felt
It
better.
felt nice. Well, yeah, had somebody over here cursing, so I totally understand. But usually, I mean, Bobby likes that. I don't
Are
know.
you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Did you guys see that kick? I mean, this is sick. He has a extremely small window here. He put reverse English on that to hold it. Gets that through there. That's unbelievable. That is a great shot. Sean's probably like, what do I got to do to get ball in hand?
More than that.
Yeah,
Bobby likes to have the window screen like this. The only problem is that you can't see. You can sort of tell when somebody's outside. That's basically my door opener. So if all of a sudden this stops talking,
yeah.
gonna hang in there.
Oh,
That's the
I don't think so. I think you can actually see a little bit of the one ball. I don't even think he needs the ball.
enough.
You're gonna pay though.
You're gonna be frozen to that 4 in about 3, 2. Maybe going back behind the 3.
Even worse, right? That's better. There is a kick here. I think he can actually put a 2. I'm gonna say if he gets penalized again, that's not right. Great hit. Another
Hey,
good
Rob's been sticking it to him pretty good. He's handling it fairly well.
So
Still a close match, 5 to 4. It could go either direction.
Sean is a straight pool player.
I love straight pool.
He picked up 9 ball maybe 3 years ago now.
Bangers game.
So he's definitely learned 9 ball, but that's not his first.
They're playing hope to track down. Was our game basically cute? Colony Road. Race to 100, race to 150, depending on the player.
See, not moving that rack penalized him. That
It,
one
it
ball took
rolled
a
right out
left-hand
of the
turn
9.
there.
You're absolutely right. I saw that too. There's an OCD part in the back of my brain, and when they were here, the Spanish boys, Roberto and Jonas, they almost never took that magic table, and they didn't give a damn. It just It was not even on their consciousness. I swear they left it in there between two racks and played right through it the entire way.
I don't think he sees that ball if that rack
I
would
mean, the
move.
one ball just moved back a little bit. So, you know, it's not
So
invisible.
I'd have to move it now. It's the only ball there. I have to move it. I can't. Safety.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful defensive play.
It is, but I think this is going to be a good jump shot for Rob.
He's got some clearance, that's for sure.
I would,
Let's get you a profile view.
I'd say this is 60% for him. Because there's an angle there, but it's,
Up and jump him. And he got a defensive play out of it anyway.
No,
I think
he's-
you maybe
he's-
can see. Yeah, he's got a good look. Hard to tell with that one. Word shot.
so now the hard thing is they've been playing these
still have-
defensive for a while. Now you got to get offensive, right?
You got to
Get
start
out.
playing out here. They started at a really nice pace, but a lot of defense. Last maybe 20, 30 minutes. Up to 39 viewers. Guys that are watching, if you're enjoying this match, it's only better.
Hey Steph, how you doing?
Hit us with a like, hit us with a share. Tell your friends, text them.
You practicing for the 10-ball tournament this weekend, Steph?
Apparently, I'll be covering as well.
Or racks?
Oh no, at Racks. Okay,
Yeah,
there was
that's it.
there was a 9-ball tournament here at Yale.
Is there?
Yep.
10-ball at the racks. So I know there's quite a few players doing that. So what is the 9-ball tournament that's here? Is it like a charity event?
Sure.
I think it might.
I know that Bobby had mentioned there's an underdog. Maybe that.
Yeah, maybe it's that. So yeah, that's two different genre. Yeah, Big B's middle of the. Okay, yeah, that's two different genres. They're not really competing with one another. Although, just so you guys know, anyone that's out there that hasn't entered the 10-ball up at Racks, it's a Fargo rated event, so it's handicapped as well. That is a really good event if you have a Fargo, because it is really hard for Lucas to beat you like 9-3, 9-4. So that's kind of what they're using. They're using a handicap Fargo event. Definitely makes it so you have a chance against higher players. Even that, there's only 4 or 5 700 Fargos in the event. The rest are 600 Fargo players, and most of those are below 6. So, definitely a good event to get into if you like handicap events. You have I've done those up in Malden, Massachusetts, and cashed. Done very well in them, and I'm not an extreme high Fargo. So I think there's open spots. Go to it.
Eddie and Andy have corrected and said 4 and under tournament. Is that the same thing as saying the underdog tournament? I'm not sure if that's the Big B's middle of the. Not sure in the nomenclature.
Big B's middle of the road means they're not high handicaps in the APA 5, 6, 7. So Brian Charlton, a bunch of tournaments and Phil Davis and I had this kind of argument line today about a handicap event. So Phil feels that if you put in the time, the races should handicap. Great races, you put in the time, you want to get better and win tournament time and do better, get good. That's his point of view. My point of view is I don't like donating to Lucas. I'm not
The tournaments I did recently had an interesting approach. It was a Fargo tournament where the handicap, it was the P shower tournament, JP shower, and the way they did it was they tiered the entry fee.
They do that a lot, and it's called the Lucas fee.
Okay.
Okay. And when he goes into Calcutta, they make sure that he pays there too.
I got to hurt him a little. One way to sort of equalize. I mean, that satisfies both of the points of view. Crowd where it's, you should earn it, but there's not a lot of incentive to get in it.
Scores 5-5.
5-5.
Yeah, Shawn Dickson saying it. So. Sorry, Shawn.
Shawn, it's 9-5. You already won? Oh my goodness gracious! correction is that the underdog's in July. This one's 4 and under. Andy, are you going to be able to come out and play with me in the booth, or are you going to be? How you feeling, by the way, buddy?
So, like for me, this is a hard rack, but you know, he'll probably get out of it nice.
This looks like a lot of drills I've done in one pocket kind of drill.
Pre-topped here.
Yeah, I think I would touch more from the. Oh, that's too bad, Andy. I was looking forward next time.
Well, I hope you start to feel better, Andy.
Absolutely.
I've gone through those same things that you're going through, and I hate it. I've about 12 of those, so it's no fun. You don't know out there, Dan James, the original maker of Joss Cues, passed away today. Um, how many of you own Joss Cues out there? But they're offered at every Joss event. I personally own a Joss custom cue that's signed by both him and his son. Great people, great to talk to. I talk to him every year at the expo. Definitely a sad day in the cue maker world. Yeah, I took it to him, my cue, about a year and a half. Not this expo, the last expo. And I asked them what they thought the cue was worth. You from them in 2002, $1,500. It's a one of a kind with ivory inlays.
Oh wow!
Really, really nice cue. They told me to A, if I'm gonna sell it to them, and B, not to let it go for under 5K.
Wow.
But that being said, they're the ones who made the cue.
Right.
So is it worth that? I don't know. Is it worth more than the 1,500 I paid for it? I would say absolutely.
Very much certainly.
Very certainly. So give me something in the middle, and that's probably more accurate. That being said, I have no interest in selling it.
No, it's one of those things you get really attached to. We're going uptown on this one. Hanging in the corner though. Traffic here.
And by both.
Definitely does. Hanging against the wall.
In a case.
Oh, very nice.
So I'm just showing him the cue with the signature Dan James on it. Hard to get on the 2 ball here.
Yeah, that's the
Goodness.
sneaking through traffic.
That is ugly. How do you do that? How do you even imagine that? I didn't imagine that. I didn't see that sitting there. It goes in the side pocket. You're going to lose control of the cue ball. I don't think it goes to the corner. Yeah, he's looking at the side now. A lot of people would probably play the 9 ball here because he can draw into it. He's not going to do that. They don't like. So here, I think Shawn has a perfect opportunity to tie this match 6-6. There's nothing holding him back here. He's a good enough player to do so. Getting on the 6 ball is probably the hardest shot that he has. Don't like this angle here. You almost want to come around 3 rails to get back to that, but it does.
I'm doing a tight slate follow with inside, just like he did.
Yeah, that's what he did.
And I'm pretty much happy with center pool table position with almost every shot, but
Just
that was
every
the first
time I do that, it doesn't work for me.
It just doesn't happen.
Yeah, so I'd rather go around the 3 rails.
Sailing around, but not on this table. But I tell you, that's it always enters my. The more speed you put on it, the more likely. Just enough.
He got a little tentative again there in that shot. Let's see where he goes here. Side pocket. That's why you play slow down your stroke like that. It's really,
I thought I saw it too, but I went back. Yeah, he kind of didn't follow through.
it's a poke.
It was a
Yeah,
poke.
It's a poke, and that's what happens when you play those shots.
You know, the side bucket.
And even though Rob complains about his eyes, that was like laser vision. Still younger than mine.
Rob's gonna go up 7-5.
Jake, how you doing?
Got to be pretty diligent on script for the. Read that too.
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't really know him nearly as much, Clint. When I first saw it, I wanted to make sure it wasn't my Witten. My Witten. Haven't got it yet.
No. Might be indefinitely delayed.
Yeah. I've been on a 2-year waiting list and that comes up in February. And this thing is so falling apart. I've had it for like 30 plus years. I've like glued it, taped it with duct tape in places. It's a Giuseppe.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a Giuseppe. I bought it so long ago, I didn't remember until somebody noticed it. I guess that was an expensive case when I bought it. Tends to be my taste.
Right.
Too bad I didn't make enough money to. I like that.
Champagne tastes and a beer motor. I like with that. I didn't even see if he called that.
He probably did the way he hit it, but come out smelling like a rose too. Yeah, he would have called that.
Bing, 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 bing. Oh,
It looked kind of like it was wired. So this is gonna be a hard shot. Playing safety here, and he had played aggressive before, so it works for him.
yeah.
Yep, good.
I don't think we're miking. Let's verify though. Pretty funny. I'll give.
We might have a lawyer contacting us.
Like I said, that usually doesn't get picked up.
Shot there by Shawn. You know, Shawn plays enough here. I mean, he can. I think if he keeps this close, you know, if it's like 7-8, Shawn has a chance to win. A couple mistakes here or there. He hangs around, stays close to Rob. He can take 2 racks in a row from. Perfect.
I did right.
He'll be able to draw a nice back for this. Or I think he can actually follow this if he wants. Play that. This is a hard shot here because these pockets are side. Shawn just likes the fire thing. I don't like the angle he has on this. This is where I think he misses and gives Rob. Nope. Beautiful. Good job. Good job, Shawn.
Precision play there.
Good job. Short side. Oh, he played. He just went off the bottom rail. This is what Rob, you know, Shawn's ahead of Rob for a reason. But no, Rob isn't. Shawn can beat him. Just a matter of staying close and making it a 1 or 2 rack race, which is pretty much done that now. Only a 3 race. Short races are hard to win.
Short walk.
I don't think Giuseppe is still in business. No. They made good cases. Push out here. Just 3. If I were Shawn, I might. Safety look hard here too. Safe. Shawn shot. How it goes. Kick. Time for another play by Rob. Left me alone in the booth, so that's dangerous. I lost the screen for a minute.
Did you run an ad or something?
No, I did a replay on a beautiful
Oh, yeah,
kick,
exactly. And that's what it's going to do. It's going to go back to the PTZ by default, and therefore it was going to be black.
but I got it. I figured it out.
Pushing the buttons.
Yeah, it started pushing. A weak on that stroke. He's short. Characteristic.
Nicely
Boy,
timed.
these guys are making great kick shots. Are you guys watching this? This is like the third, fourth one in a row. Unbelievable. I'm just
All right. Wow, beautifully done. Rails.
Yeah, I'll say the same thing to Rob that I said to Shawn. You got to get out after a shot like that.
Oh, for sure.
You got to get out. This is just pocket the ball. He's going to come up for a natural position on the 8. Is just take your time, make this shot. Not simple. Not on this day. You want to stroke it good and come 2 rails, you might be okay, but I don't like it.
Left it ugly. You're going to miss. That's the way to do it. A little too thin rather than too thick.
Rob cuts.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, right. He's playing it defensively. Out of the table. Make him bank.
Yep, the last time he left him here, he banked it into the corner like a champ.
Dropped it like a head eyes. You're right.
It was a 9 ball. Also same position. My theory on this, if the object ball is outside of that first diamond, I can go for it. If it's inside that first diamond, I don't like it. Up short, it's a side rail. And safe. Decent leave. Off.
You're going to get the lucky ball. Oh, my God.
See, I don't like that. A tight match like this, that Shawn's probably sick.
He's probably a little less.
That should be 7-7 right there. Right. I'm sorry, Shawn.
On the hill. That was crazy. 6 dropping in the side like that. Patented rock. Oh, he lost control of the cue again. Sank 3.
Yeah,
2.
that's
Yeah, he's got 7 on the table. So
those are unusual for him, but this is for Shawn, like a gift back because he got out of this in like 45 seconds.
Overconfident.
Just the way he shoots, and he came up short.
He wanted to get.
So he's probably going to duck here. I think that's the give up part. Should be the end. I don't see Rob missing here.
Not bad.
Not on the rail. Only thing is table. Loving that side pocket again.
Yeah.
He's got a good angle.
He learned his lesson the last 2 games ago, I think.
He's gonna draw this, I think. I don't think he'll follow.
Yeah, I got a assumption that oh, how this it's straight across to the long rail and then spin it back to the. Yep, that's what I was thinking. Now he gets rid of the match.
Well, I'd like to thank all our sponsors and all you guys for watching. Ryan and Will out in the booth with you. I don't get in here too often, so fun.
Absolutely.
Nice commentating with you.
Likewise. All right, folks, that's going to do it for us tonight on the Shark Stream. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you like and share as always. You know, people like to watch it after the fact. Tune in. We have a tournament coming up this weekend, the 4 and Under. I believe I'll be covering that as well. And have a great rest of your night.